The following review is going to be on the Studio Series Transformers Buzzworthy Bumblebee Grimlock. Now, this was number Studio Series 07, so stay tuned. Rodimusbill here, and today we're doing a review on an old figure that just got a release. This is the Studio Series Transformers Age of Extinction Leader Class Grimlock, number 07, and they just re-released it in the Buzzworthy Bumblebee packaging, so it's a Target store exclusive. First, we'll take a look at the new plastic-free packaging. There is Hasbro 8+, you got the Buzzworthy Bumblebee, it's 07BB, it's Grimlock, Transformers Studio Series. There is the Buzzworthy Bumblebee side. Now this is the plastic-free packaging. It doesn't say leader class, but it is. Big screen inspired scale detail backdrop, Transformers Studio Series, Age of Extinction, Grimlock, and it is the Hong Kong Pursuit. And it says, freed from his confines, Grimlock unleashes massive Dinobot force. And it comes with a backdrop. Alright, now let's get this guy out of the package and see what he looks like. Alright, here we got Grimlock. We got the backdrop. We've got when he was packaged on, and we've got the instruction booklet. Now, they've been painting the cardboard that he comes on, like the Studio Series backdrop. For some reason, they didn't do it on this one. They have done it on all the other ones, that like the Deluxe and the Voyagers. But here is the Age of Extinction. It is Hong Kong Pursuit. And you got like a little bridge, a little destruction, cars upside down. And then that is, and we'll just stick Grimlock on there. So that is how he looks. And then we will take a look at the instruction booklet. It's got the nice orange and like black and white cover. So basically he comes as he is, no weapons. And then it's just straightforward. You transform it, and that's it. Sometimes they have like a little, he comes mistransformed, and like the first steps will be how to put him in robot mode, but he's got no weapons, he's got nothing. What you see is what you get. Alright, and let's see, first, it's pretty cool. Now the color is, he's kind of, I don't know, it's like a greenish, it's like it's got the paint, how they did the painting on it, I forget what they call it, but it's like that metallic weathering, and it's actually pretty cool. Let me see if I can get close. You can see the different shades of the color. So, and this part's like gunmetal gray or brown, but like these are gunmetal or that brown color. This is the gray color. But mostly he's got that weird painting. So it's on the hip skirt. Let's see. Well, let's start from the feet up. You get the sharp pointy knees. You got that paint on the back of the leg. You got it on the front of the leg. And then the feet are the regular, I don't know what you call that. Grayish, black, whatever. And then you come up here. You got that more coloring. But then you got his midsection is one color. And then if you look at the arm, you got one color, and then you got that shading on the one dino head, and then his Grimlock's robot head is the same way. It's got that green, it's got red eyes. This horn's rubber. Let's see. It's pretty neat. And then you go down. Now one arm he's very asymmetrical, so one arm is the ball, and there's the joint right there, and this is the fake head with the red eye, and then this is the real head, and then you turn him over and he's got this big skirt piece that just like hangs there, not much you can do with it. There's the back of him. So overall, he's another Dinobot with a fake head. Now what I'm going to do in this review is I'm going to show you all of my movie Dinobots. Some were pictured in the movie and some weren't. So, and I never did a review. I've always been trying to get my Dinobot figures out here for review. So this will be kind of the review. since this guy's old. He's number 07, and they're up to 102. So, first we'll do articulation. The Dinobot head interferes it, so if you just want to pull it that way, his arm will do a 360. Just snap that back in. It's on a nice ratchet joint, but he'll only go up that far. He does have an elbow joint. Let's see. Not quite 90, but it does spin all the way around at 360. And his hands, his wrists do turn 360, which is pretty neat. He does have a waist articulation. Let's see, the other hand. See, this head splits apart, so this head you really can't do all the way. This arm, you got the 90 degrees in the bend, and it rotates right here at the above the elbow, and you really don't do much with this. So, the head, let's see, the head doesn't really rotate 360 degrees, but he can look up and down by his own, and then this piece moves with it, so you can move him. Pretty good head movement, I guess. And then the feet, you're gonna have to, that happens a lot. So, they're on soft ratchets, so not quite 90 front, not quite 90 back. You got a thigh rotation right here, and then you got a ratchet on the side, so he's got pretty good side movement, up and down. He's got the thigh rotation, and the knee is, well, almost 90. And then you got this cool foot. He can rock side to side and go up and down. He's already starting to fall apart. Let's see, other leg, again, same thing with the other leg. Let me just... It's actually, I've always wanted this Grimlock. In fact, when I saw him in the stores, was a couple of years ago, and I asked my kids for, it was Father's Day or my birthday. I told them I wanted Grimlock, but they also saw me looking at a metal Voltron set, and they wound up getting me the Voltron instead. And when I went back to get this guy, he was all sold. So when I heard they were doing the Bumblebee re-release, I went on Target and I pre-ordered him. So, and that is it for articulation. Now these move up and down. So, I mean, you can get a pretty good pose. You got that nice ratchet, the feet. You know, I kind of wish they would have given him some kind of weapon. He is a leader, but... Now, I know today's leaders aren't this big. Today's leaders are very small. But, alright, I guess that's it for that. Now let's do some robot-to-robot comparisons. That's what you all came here for. Alright, the first one we're going to do is going to do Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. That's a Voyager size, so that's how those guys. Now we're going to do all the movie Dinobots. Some were pictured and some weren't. Okay, this is a Voyager Slog. He was not in the movie. Now we have a Voyager Scorn. Now Scorn's a weird guy because they had made a deluxe Scorn. And this guy is just crap. He doesn't stand up too good. But I'm glad they made the Voyager one. It's one of my favorite figures in my whole collection. Then we got Voyager Grimlock, the movie Mainline. Yeah, he broke too easy. And then we got Deluxe Snarl, another one with a fake head. So that's how these guys would look in the movie. And then you got Deluxe Slug, that Triceratops, and he's missing a head. And then you got Strafe, which was the Swoop, but they thought he was too different from the Swoop character, so they named him Strafe. And this is Slash, some new guy they made for the movie, or just for the toys. And again, let me see if I can get this guy to stand up, Deluxe Scorn. So let's do one big group shot. with all of our movie Dinobots. We'll put the big guys in the back. Now, I like these guys scale. The Voyager ones scale really nice. And then you've got these guys. And you got Strafe. Yeah, we'll put this guy here. Stand up. Let's see. There's Snarl. And then Slash. And, do I have to do this? Yeah, I'll try him. His legs are very, very weak. Alright, and there are our movie Dinobots. Pretty cool. All of them, like I said, I never had a chance to do a review on them. So this will be all my movie Dinobot review. And we'll just put these over to the side. And then we'll bring in... Now this is what the main line was. This silly thing. And this is what Studio Series was. And they even had a leader class, which was horrible in T-Rex mode. But that is what the Dinobots look like. Alright, now let's transform Grimlock into his T-Rex mode. Alright, now to transform this guy into his T-Rex mode. Alright, guess first we're going to do is rotate this hand like this. And you're going to take this, grab it. You'll see where the hinge is. Extend that out. Rotate that over. And you're going to split this head apart. Actually, I think that goes down like that. Yeah. So you're just going to split that head apart. And that side's done. Now, for this side, you're going to take his head and you're going to extend it. Okay, you're going to take his arm and you want to rotate it this way. What your arm is going to do is your arm's going to fold up and it's going to go right underneath. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Oh, you know what? I think we need to rotate him a little first. There you go. Give you some room, rotate it. And what it is these are designed to fit right underneath here. Okay? So now what you do with this part is you pop this out and this becomes his lower jaw. See how that all fits in? And then the arms could go like this. Now on the face, you've got these two tabs here. We'll go into these two slots here. So you want to just put the head together. Let's see. That is one side. And the other side. So, basically you have half the dinosaur. Now, from here I would always pop this out from here. You take your thumb and you poke this out. Now, see there's a little tab right there? I already broke the other one off. And these do is they slide right into these tabs. So you just want to rotate this around and just snap that in. So if you ever remember, because I try to force this out, you want to put your thumb here and always eject it from these two pieces, these two spines. All right? And if I guess you turn them, there you go. And now Grimlock is done. Nope, just kidding. Okay, now for the feet, what you want to do is he breaks apart like Beast Wars Megatron. Now they're tabbed in, so you want to they're tabbed in here, and then take it out. And the other one, you want to just pull this out. Now for the legs, we'll do the feet first. Rotate this 90 degrees. All right, put that back. Now the leg, you want to just take the whole leg and ratchet it back like that. All right, and that's one leg. Now the other leg is, we'll turn this around. And then the knee. There, we'll disconnect the knee and then shift it like that. And then What you want to do with the legs is they're going to be this tab on the body where you can barely make out, and this sticks out. So this is on the back of Grimlock when he's in robot mode, and this is the front. So what you want to do is this tab right here. You just want to get this lined up. Nope, that was right. Okay. Whoops. Nope, I got it. This is the back of the tail. So, once you get it all settled up, this one will just fit right in there. So that side's done. And this you can just move. This is on a little hinge right here and moves up and down. And then now the other side, we'll get this tab in here. So you just want to squeeze them down a little. There. Now they're both in. And this, I kind of wish they had this locking, but it doesn't lock at all. And now the feet, you just want to bring forward. And basically you're done. Oh, and this stupid piece fall off. This piece always falls off. And it goes right here. It's only on by a friction hinge. There we go. And then you get your little Grimlock. You can get his arms displayed, his feet, like that. Move these out. And then, see, these will fold into the back. They got little rooms for them. And then we'll just, actually we'll make them a little lower. There you go. And now you have Grimlock in his dinosaur mode. So he's not the greatest, but he's a lot better from what we had on the main line. That brown gold Grimlock thing. But yeah. And let's see, articulation. The mouth still moves up and down. These little arms rotate 360 degrees, and you can put them out like that. Now this whole thing moves. You just got to be careful clearance, but it will move back and forth, so you can have them growling at something. And the legs, you basically got that much clearance on the legs. And then since you got them snapped back, they can move that little. And then these could pivot up and down. Again, other leg, you got pretty good kicking motion. There, that's done. This one's done. And well, I said you can't really. I don't know why these even fold up for no reason, but you can't. They don't peg into anything. Kind of wish they did peg on here, but they don't. All right, Grimlock. Everything's good, everything's secure. All right, now let's look at that face. You got that. I love the paint washing. I don't know what they call that. You got the orange eye. You got these are rubber, but you get the teeth are rubber too. But you got all that nice alien design. It looks like the spinal cord back here. These, someone said they snap in, but to me they just rotate. You know, they just stay like that to hide. This way it looks like from the top. Bottom. So you really can't see Grimlock's head, so luckily it snaps in. But yeah, this one arm, I don't know if they could have done this any better, but the whole arm folds into the neck region. The tail, I mean, yeah, it only goes, it could rotate, but it only goes one way, like that. And I do like how they hide the back head. If that's the teeth, you would never know that was the fake head. But, yeah, he's pretty cool. I'm glad I got him. Like I said, I never got him when he was out. And when I saw Bumblebee was doing a re-release on it, I pre-ordered it from Target. He showed up in the stores earlier. But I just waited for my pre-order. I did that with Optimus Prime. My pre-order, it hit the stores early, but I had a $5 deal on this guy, $5 off. So I just waited till he got me mailed in the thing at home. All right, okay, and that is Grimlock. I mean, yeah, he's got a hollow head, but what can you do? All right, now let's do some more dinosaur to dinosaur comparisons. And I try to get, we're going to bring in the statue over here. I try to get an Optimus that I think would fit on it. So I got my little PVC Optimus. So I figured I was going to stick this guy here. I know Grimlock is way bigger than that. But there you go. That's about as good as I can get. So, I mean, good enough. All right. I just wanted to show that off real quick. And now for all our beast modes to beast mode. First, we're going to bring in the Voyager Grimlock from the movie. Now, mine has seen better days, but basically wasn't the greatest. But that is what the mainline figure was. Now we're going to bring in, there were a couple Voyagers. So this is Slog, I believe. Not Slug, but this is Slog. He was the version of the Brontosaurus. He was never seen in the movie, but, and since I've never seen these before, I'll show you. This one I might have done a review on, I'm not sure, but that is how those guys compare. So that is Slog. Now our next Voyager is my favorite Dinobot right now, at least in the figure-wise. This is Scorn. I think these two guys go really good together. I like the way Scorn... Now, this one, I know I did a video on him, so if you want to see this guy, search Scorn in my playlist. But this guy is pretty cool. I mean, look at that. That is nice. Two nice dinosaurs right there. Okay. Now the rest are going to be deluxes. Here is the deluxe Scorn. This guy always falls apart, but again, I don't know why they decided to upsize him, but I'm glad they did. And this is the Dinobot Snarl. And for these guys, I'm just going to show them off real quick. See, this one also, when this guy's in robot mode, he's got another fake head. So him and Grimlock both share that they have fake heads in robot mode. And that is Snarl for you. And we'll put them together like this. Okay? Now this is Slug, since the other guy was Slog, and he's your Triceratops. Wasn't the greatest guy, neither, but I thought I'd show him off anyway. This was the guy I'm missing a head. And he's another one where the head was split into two. So that was a common theme with the Dinobots. And this is Strafe. Now they weren't just going to call him Swoop, but they thought he was so different from Swoop that he needed a new name, and they gave him the name Strafe, which is also a Technobot in G1. But this guy's pretty cool too. You got the double head. You got the mouths open up. You got the big wingspan. He's got the two tails. So this is Strafe. And he was in the movie too, so it'd be neat if they bring all the movie Dinobots as studio series. But that is Strafe. And last we have Slash. Now this guy missing an arm. These were my my kids' Transformers, and you got to realize they're like 10 years old, so they were thrown in a box. I had to go dig them all out. But this is Slash. I remember when these came out in the stores, it was like, we've got to collect all of them. We got to find all the Dinobots. And well, we finally found all the Dinobots. And now we're going to bring in all the Dinobots to go with Grimlock. I think this is going to be cool. Like I said, I've always wanted to do a Dinobot comparison. And I never had a chance to. Oh, wait, come on. Actually, I'm amazed I remembered how to transform some of these guys, because it's been so long. This guy's the hard, I think. One of the hardest. The Slog. And then we'll bring this guy. We'll put his good side. And this guy is a small one. And then we'll put Strafe back here. And then we'll put in Snarl. Actually, we'll move this guy up. And we'll put the Deluxe Scorn in the back. And that is... Whoops. Here is all our movie Dinobots. Let me just back up. And they look pretty cool. I mean, it was a chore trying to find. It was fun actually toy hunting like I do now, but now I do videos though. But it was fun trying to get all these guys together, and we got them all. And some were misses, you know. Some weren't. Some were pretty good. And then I wanted to show off one more thing. This was a deluxe statue I had gotten with Age of Extinction, the Blu-ray. So, let's compare. Yep, you got the horns back there. You got the metallic here. Now, yeah, you don't see his hand here, but this is just a metallic statue. And as we come around the back, that's more of a straight tail, and this is more like, not parts forming, but some of his dinosaur parts. But still pretty cool. You got that metallic leg. You got that, I guess, that part right here. But yeah, this was a statue I had ordered online just for the Age of Extinction Blu-ray because I wanted this. And I think I have a video on this guy too. So it's been years, and so that is what those two guys look like. And we'll put them like that. Boom, get a snapshot. And that is Grimlock with all his other dino buddies. Okay, and I think now what I always do, now, if you're new to my channel, you know that I want you to know that I always reverse transform my figures. Because the reviews that only show you one way is doing you a disservice, because a lot of times it's a lot harder to go one way into the other way, and it's usually going from, they usually start alt mode and end up in robot mode. But I always start as they're packed. So this guy was packed as a robot, so we start in robot. Alright, so to transform this guy, first we're going to, I guess we're going to disconnect the legs. Just untab these. Just untab the legs and just, I guess you can just leave them like that. Alright, we're going to move this up. Now, next we're going to do is, let's just do this arm. We're just going to flip these up like this. You know, before we do that, we'll wait for the head for the bottom. Okay, again, then we'll fold this in. And we'll just do that arm. This arm is a little trickier one. You take the head and you got to, first you untab it from here, two tabs, and see how you want to push it back. Okay, now the arm, the fist locks in, so you just want to pull that out. All right, you'll hear the ratchets. turn this over, and then this, it just goes back like that and snaps in. So there you have the arms all done. So then we're going to rotate it. You want to make sure this front is facing, this is facing the front. So you can just, we'll move the arms out of the way. Move the arms out of the way. We'll rotate the body. That always falls off. There we go. And now for the legs. Now right here, you want to just disconnect this from the leg like that. And that'll give you the room to work with. And again, we'll grab it right here. You don't want to break it. Then we'll disengage that. So now, these tabs are going to go right in here. So, I get that out of the way. Oh, my bad. These two tabs are going to connect into this one. And then you got this tab right here. And you got this tab is going to go in here. So let's just get these. We'll get this one settled like that. See how that leg's done? Now the other one. Why is this giving me a problem? There. Okay, we had to move the leg out of the way. And then at some point you got to bring these together. So we'll push them together. One side's in, the other side's in. Sometimes a little tricky. There we go. And now they're all in together. And then the feet, it's a little tricky. I admit it. This almost reminds me of the Beast Wars Megatron. That goes in there. Of course, it never cooperates when you're filming. You know, when you're out practicing, there. Now stay. Okay? And then the legs, disconnect the knee and just bring them all out like that. We'll swing this down and rotate. Do the other one. Take the knee, see how the knee is, and just raise this all up. And then you can turn this sideways. Straighten his legs out. Take the feet. Pull the foot down. And you rotate it around. This is going to be the toe. Turn the toe down. Flip it around. Alright. Put the arms down. Flip this over. Put the arms down. Alright. Now, important thing. You want to put your thumb right here, and you want to eject it from here. See, there's where I broke it. See this little tab right there? I broke the other one off already. Not a big deal. You just fold this out, and then this. See, there's two grooves in there. So this one will just slide into the groove. You can snap it in, pull the head up, the little spike on the head, and straighten them all out. There you go. This little belt thing, you can stick right on there. It always falls off, this little piece. It's a friction hinge. Here, let's move these out of the way. Come on. And they just don't want to seem to cooperate. I find it's a lot easier if you push this underneath the belt sides. There we go. These can be down or up. You got the toes. You got the little head. Is he all done? Is he all done? Yeah, and I think that we are it. All right, now he's back to robot mode. And I wish there was this way for this flap to stay up, but you can move these like that. It kind of helps for a more streamlined effect. And this though, it's for some reason this is a pain in the neck. And these, come on. Oh, this thing is so bad. Friction hinges. Let's try this on the outside. I guess you're gonna have to leave it like that. It'll move up and down, but mostly it's for when you do the articulation. And these, I guess they just sit like that. All right, and there is movie Grimlock. Not a perfect figure, but a lot better than what we originally had in the Mainline. And he was number, I believe, 07, so they came out with him pretty quick in the Studio Series line. But I guess that's it. So you had the fake head. You know, that was very popular with the Dinobots. A couple of them have fake heads. You know, like you saw in the original one, this did separate and became a shoulder. But I guess for movie accuracy, it wasn't possible to split the head, so they just gave it a fake head. And that is Grimlock, Studio Series Leader 07 Bumblebee. Buzzworthy Bumblebee. All right, and I showed you all the other Dinobots. You know, I'm glad I finally had a chance to whip out the Dinobots and show them off. I know this figure came out a long time ago, but since they just re-released them, I figure now is a good time to show off all my other dinosaurs, and I like them. It was fun hunting them all down, and I'm glad we finally got them all. But I guess that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you for staying to the end. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications. Not only do Transformers, we do Funko Pops, DC figures, Marvel figures. I try to do first reaction videos. I do, you know, new toy sightings, very popular. I always go to my local Target almost every day on the way home from work. This is not my normal job, so I do pass a Target, so I always swing by and see if they have any new figures in. I know there is a DNA kit for this guy with the weapon and certain stuff. I haven't really looked at it that much, but I know that's out one. So, all right. I guess saying me Grimlock, me King, and Rodimusbill out.